Hello, my name is Edner Jeanty, and I would like to speak about the cultural notions of time and space. My wife and I, we were missionaries in Bunia, Democratic Republic of Congo. As we arrived on the field 25 years ago, I told my wife that she could get rid of her watch. She thought that I meant literally throw away her wristwatch. But this was just provocative language to prepare her for culture shock. In missions class, I had learned about timekeeping in African cultures, that it's more event-centered than clock-centered. We soon learned that on the field, the meeting begins when everybody gets there. Nobody gets upset because the meeting does not start at the scheduled time. This is not an issue. In Haiti, where we live, as an African descendant culture, we tend to wait for others to arrive also. But many follow time in a more Western way, especially in schools. Yet many churchgoers look at the position of the sun to plan when it's time to arrive at the church service. And even when the service does not start exactly on time, someone usually mentions in the opening prayer, Lord, please hasten the pace of those who are not there yet. Lateness does not irritate people in our African cultures. As for space, one significant difference that a Westerner would observe is the notion of private space. People are crowded in public transportation. We joke that there is always room for one more person in the vehicle. I guess this is a useful attitude when most people do not have private vehicles, and giving a ride could make a significant difference to someone like students trying to get to school on time. A group of Haitians had their flight canceled and were put in a hotel in Fort Lauderdale. In the morning, the airport shuttle had seats for only 14, and the passengers were quite willing to have some sit on the lap of another if it was necessary. This was the way this is done regularly in public transportation back home, even though most of the passengers were people with private cars. Both of those aspects I illustrated here, time and space, show how community tends to be a higher value in African culture than rugged individualism. The downside of this could be also that the culture downplays personal responsibility and even hinders original innovation. And when cultural behaviors negatively impact our Christian witness, it is worthwhile to help the people revisit these habits and assess whether a change is in order. A change that should align more with the creational order and the direct instructions of the Bible. I'm Edner Jeanty, serving with Crossworld and UEBH in Haiti.